EA Tour proudly present final round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. It is the final round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the last stop of the Web.com Tour Finals, and what a huge day it is, Frank.
One round will determine whether they graduate from the Web.com or back again here next year. The chance of graduation, though, the richest. Play with the greats of the game, all on play today.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now we'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
That is professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
How about this second, a par 5?
Well, if you're brave, you try and flash it down that tree line down the left, but there's a couple of limbs that poke out. Every now and again, they catch an errant tee shot.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
That's a good shot, right where you want to be, in the fairway here at number 2. Second shot coming up here at the par 5. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Ready for his third shot. Needs to hit this close. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Oh, that incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Has it for another birdie. 2 holes, 2 birdies. Now the par 3 third.
Not overly long, but 2 is a rare.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Frank, this is the kind of start every player wants.
Yeah, swinging it well. Certainly hitting the ball in the right place there, and yep, good thing too. He's actually putting well.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Frank here at the 4th. Not a long shot, but it can be tricky.
If you get a little ambitious when that flag's on the left side, you can spin it all the way back into the lake.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Well, that's what the great ones do. From the rough, they use their skill and their strength to get it out and get it close. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Oh, you can see the frustration. Almost kicked his putter head right there with a drop shot here at the 4th. So a tester from 4 feet.
Rich, I don't think that bogey's going to make any difference.
And now over to the 5th. As we check in on this early final round action, we join our featured golfer off to a hot start.
Yeah, some great golf. I really like the way they've been playing right now. Certainly playing aggressive golf, and that's getting rewarded today too. If there's a little bit of timidity at the top there, then there's this great opportunity that's going to open up, especially over those closing few holes.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. And he has it for birdie. Frank, you don't want to get too cute with that second shot here at the 6th.
I remember many a time, Rich, when they put the flag right of center. You try and hit a little bit too close, those palm trees all of a sudden come into play. Hits one of those, that ball can go anywhere.
Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of the... Caught those trees coming into this green.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
It's that sneaky distance. Oh, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now at par.
He takes care of business there.
Solid stroke.
Frank, what do you think of the 7th?
Interesting par 4 for 2 reasons. The undulating green on the end of the hole that also shapes to the right, that makes it look like a dogleg right. But really, you want to play that tee shot just inside those pot bunkers down the right side.
This sets up well for a chance at the green here at the 7th hole. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Just a pure strike, a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, this is a hole that I really like. The 8th, 237-yard par 3, just a necklace of bunkers surrounding the green. What's the best approach?
You come out through that chute or that hallway of trees there, and this being the longest of the 4 par 3s of TPC Sawgrass, the green actually plays much smaller than what it looks because of that narrow entry. And it was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Frank, we're really watching the next generation of PGA Tour stars, aren't we?
Yeah, this player in particular, Rich, amateur pedigree, already a winner of the NCAAs, and I've always thought that success early on is a predictor, really, of talent long term, and this player has all the tools.
Come on, you have to make that, don't you? Drop shot here at the 8th. Just a couple of feet. That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We start to see shots in hand really valuable.
Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 ninth?
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2, but you can make an absolute mess here at 9.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards.
Second shot.
Frank, narrow entryway to this green here at the 9th. Short shot, but kind of difficult.
Yeah, don't want to get too aggressive here. You missed the green on the left, that bunker there. Very difficult to get it up and down. And of course, there's the 2 little pop bunkers on the right side.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. It's a beautiful part of golf. Brand new day, new hole. Remember, he made a bogey here yesterday. This time for birdie.
Now putt for par.
Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey. He'll take par and move on. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. All right, Frank, now the approach here at number 10. What's the right way to play it?
Just avoid that bunker on the right and don't go too long and left. Over the back left is not an easy up and down.
Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like
it was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
All right, hole number 11 here at the TPC Sawgrass, 558-yard, par 5, no shortage of options, no shortage of hazards, Frank.
If there's one hole at TPC Sawgrass where you can literally leap out of your shoes, this is it.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Now the second shot to the par 5. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Frank, the scoring club is in hand now. Chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, coming from that left side, you've got a full view of this green. And you can see the mounds, too. Use the mounds to your advantage.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to the par 4 12th, and it's a pretty short hole, Frank.
Yeah, Pete Dye often doesn't get enough credit for his short par 4s. This is a great example where one of the features of it is the blind second shot, just to give you a little bit of doubt on judging the distance.
Frank, that golf ball sitting up like a red velvet cake in a bakery. It looks pretty, doesn't it?
Time to take a bite of it. Savor it. Hit the next one close.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Had a birdie here yesterday, in there close. Great opportunity for another one. These putts keep the round together. Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Hole number 13 here at Sawgrass. Tricky 181-yard par 3.
You don't have to hit directly at this flag. When that flag's at the back there, you can use the contours. When it's on the left, once again, you can use the ridge in the middle of the green. Matter of fact, one of the hardest hole locations is when it's in the front right, because that's when you have to be perfect.
That is another laser right at the flagstick. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par.
Can't birdie them all, Rich.
So a tester from 4 feet. Good putt. Now one of the most demanding holes on this golf course, the 14th, 481-yard par 4.
If you ever want a litmus test at TPC Sawgrass on who's playing well, check the tee shots on 14. If you stripe it down here, you know you're driving the ball well. Too often we see people messing with the mounds on the right.
Web.com Tour Championship, 4th and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals, and this is a chance to pinpoint some of the stars of tomorrow. Guys like Tony Finau, and then there's Adam Hadwin from Canada, and there are a few others, Frank, that I know you're really impressed with.
Well, this is really where the talent's coming from, Rich. Over 400 wins on the PGA Tour have come from people that have graduated from the Web.com series, and really what we're seeing now is people from all sorts of different countries as well. And what I'm surprised about is the youth of these players. A lot of these players aren't even 21 years of age. They could still be in college, but they're so close to actually, they're on the precipice of joining golf's greatest stage.
And I know you're talking about a player like Justin Thomas, who comes out of Alabama, or maybe Carlos Ortiz of Mexico. These guys can really go. A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. Frank, as players get set to make that next step, to graduate to the PGA Tour, what part of their game has to really be sharp?
Well, nowadays, all the players are powerful, so you're looking for other things rather than straight power. And one of those things is adaptability. When you get out there on that first year on the PGA Tour, remember, you're going to be playing these venues for the very first time against people that have played it 10, 15 times, perhaps, so they have an advantage. So you're going to have to adapt very, very quickly and put the time in. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position.
That's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt. In this situation, Richard, bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead.
Now to the 15th, and Frank, I know this is a hole that you really like.
Yeah, it gets no respect in my book, which I think is a shame. Just a nice dogleg to the right. And really 2 good shots and a 3 here, which is actually a rarity. It sets you up for those closing 3 holes. Too often people just take 15 lightly. And 15 has just a gentle nibble that turns into a bite.
Getting set now for the approach at the 15th.
Yeah, good-looking second shot here, but you've got to be precise. Hardly a flat spot on this green. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Sometimes you get breaks, and he got one right there.
Yeah, I guess the bunker was a little smaller than I thought it was. It looked doomed for that.
Pretty good shot right there. So just a formality here. Did the job right there. Now the start of the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18. Par 5, 16. Frank, Tiger made birdie here all 4 days in winning in 2013.
Fred Couples made that fantastic eagle many years ago. Hole bends a little to the player's left. You don't have to hit driver here if you're a long hitter, but you really must move that ball right to left.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way.
And the former national champion. Looking at the birdie putt.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Now to maybe the most famous hole in the whole sport. It's the 17th here at the stadium course, the TPC Sawgrass. Frank, if you look at it on the card, it seems so simple. It's just 137 yards. For the best in the world, that's a pitching wedge, maybe a 9-iron. And yet every year, we see nightmares galore.
And that's where you have to remind yourself what can and what does happen here. I normally cut the green in half here. It's 26 yards deep. So if you just take 13 yards off the yardage, you have 124 yards to the middle of the green. That has to be your target. This is no time to be a hero. You can still have a putt for birdie.
And he has it for birdie. Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Frank, how about that?
Well, can you believe that too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away instead. Straight in. Amazing shot, and really deserves it.
What a great tournament finish. This one is in the books, and look who finished on top of the leaderboard.
Rich, this has to go down as a classic. Our champion was simply on fire. And I'm looking forward now to see how next week pans out.